What's up, dudes? I'm the Dominicator, and in this video, I'm gonna hypnotize you to flex and to want to get bigger. As in all of my videos, you'll be asked to leave a comment at the end while hypnotized, so go ahead and log to an account that you can use for that. Mute any distractions, and continue when you're ready to get hypnotized. Now to begin, I just want you to look at the dot in front of you, and concentrate and focus your attention on that. And the more that you do so, the more that you'll find that you feel heavy and a tired feeling that comes over you. But I just want you to continue to focus on that dot and listen to the sound of my voice as you do so. And taking a nice and even and deep breath in. And as you breathe in, just feel the stresses and tensions inside of your body. And as you breathe out, just relax those stresses and tensions. And the more that you breathe in, nice and even and deep breaths, the more that I want you to focus on those stresses and tensions that remain inside of your body. And as you breathe out, I just want you to relax those. And the more that you breathe deeply and evenly, the more that you'll relax. And the longer that you look at that dot in front of you, the more that you'll relax as well. And as you listen to the sound of my voice, and you'll notice what a relaxing sound that it is, and what a pleasant tone that it has. And the more that you listen to it, the more that helps you to relax as well. And it's just as if each and every word that I say is like a little tiny drop of relaxation that drips down and drops down on top of your mind. And you might even feel a mind-melting feeling as well, just as if all the thoughts, ideas, cares, and worries, feelings, experiences, and even memories are just melting away from the sound of my voice. Just as if the sound is so warm that it melts away all of those thoughts and ideas inside of the mind, the stresses and tensions and cares and worries in the mind. And that just feels so good. That's all I want you to do, is just to continue to listen to the sound of my voice as you relax. And after a while, then you'll notice that you feel a heavy and a tired feeling that comes over the body as well as the mind. And it's just as if all the thoughts inside of your mind are becoming heavier and heavier with each and every word that I say, as if each and every word were like a drop of lead that drips down and drops down on top of those thoughts and ideas in the mind. And the more that happens, the more that you feel just as if those thoughts are becoming so heavy that you can't even hold them in the mind at all. And all you want to do is just to let them go, and to let them melt down, to drip down, drop down, just like chocolate. And the more that you do so, and the more that you relax, and the more that you'll relax, and the more easily able that you'll be to slip down, to go down, to drop down into an even more relaxed and pleasant state of mind. And the more that you listen to the sound of my voice, the more that you'll notice what a warm and a dominant and masculine tone that it has. And that as well is something that helps you to relax, something that helps you to slip down, to go down, to drop down even further into that wonderful and totally relaxed state of mind. And then you can feel the mind opening up to my words. And the more that I speak to you, the more that the mind opens up, and the more that you can feel as though my words are reaching right through the air, going right into your mind and pushing all the little switches and levers and knobs inside of you. And that's something that just feels so good. That's all I want you to do, is just to continue to listen to the sound of my voice as you continue to relax, and as you continue to go down, to drop down, sink down even deeper into that state. And as you notice more and more that masculine and dominant tone from the sound of my voice, not only does it wrap around the mind just like a blanket and take you down even further into that wonderful and deeply relaxed state of mind, but it also is becoming a part of you. You can feel that dominance, you can feel that masculinity, you can feel that warmth as it reaches through the air and becomes a part of you. It's just as if all the feelings, all the impressions from the sound of my voice are being carried along the air and right into your mind, and sinking down and going down, dropping down into the unconscious mind and becoming a part of you. And that just feels so good. It feels so good to feel that wonderful and dominant and masculine tone as it becomes a part of you, and as it shapes and shifts and molds you into an even better dude. And that is something that just feels so good. That it helps you to go down, to drop down, to sink down even further into that wonderful and deeply and totally relaxed state of mind. A state of mind in which all that you want to do is just to listen to the sound of my voice and to follow it. And the more that you do so, the better that you feel. The better that you feel, the more easily able that you are to drop down into that wonderful, relaxed, and pleasant state. Now in a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers, and I'll say the word sleep. And when I do, then the eyes will close. You'll drop down, you go down, you relax all the way. All the muscles and the muscle fibers in the body are just going to relax, and you'll go down into a completely and totally relaxed and comfortable state of mind. Completely and totally relaxed, just listening to the sound of my voice and taking in my suggestions. And even now you can feel as the eyes are becoming more and more tired, more and more heavy. And all I want to do is just to close down. And then whenever I do, snap my fingers and I say the word sleep, then they're going to close down, they're going to shut down just as the mind closes down and shuts down at the same time. Those eyes are going to close down all by themselves, and when they do, you're going to feel a wonderful, pleasant feeling as you drop down into an even deeper state of relaxation. And I'll count to 3, and as I do, you're going to feel that heaviness building up all the way into a wonderful state of sleep. And now, beginning with 1, as you feel that heaviness building up even more so, and 2, more and more, getting ready to drop down into that state. And now 3, sleep, sleep, sleep. Just sleep as you drop down, as you go down, as you relax down into an even better state of mind, even better state of body. It just feels so good just to relax to the sound of my voice. And the more that you do so, the better that you feel. And the more that you can feel that masculine dominance from the sound of my voice as it wraps around you just like a blanket. That just feels so good to feel as you feel that kind of dominant pressure all on the sides of your mind. As the mind opens up to my suggestions and even to my commands, that just feels so good to have a dominant male authority figure who can tell you exactly what it is that you need to do in order to get into a better state of body and a better state of mind as well. It feels so good that you can feel that feeling of dominance more and more as it presses more and more on you. And you can feel a pleasant feeling as well, but more and more that you feel that dominance pressing on all sides of the mind. And it just feels so good to have a dominant male presiding over you. That feels so good, just to have a coach, a mentor, a master. And the more that you think of it, the better that it feels. And the more that you can feel that warm and masculine dominant tone as it reaches inside of the mind and sinks down and becomes a part of you. It just feels so good to feel that feeling of masculinity as it becomes a part of you. And you feel it even more so in this deeply, totally relaxed state of sleep. And you can feel that warmth from the sound of my voice entering you. And the more that I speak to you, the more that warmth spreads all throughout you. It just feels so good. And at the same time, the more that it spreads throughout you, the more that it turns into a feeling of heat inside of the body. The more that you can feel that feeling of masculinity, that feeling of dominance inside of you, and the more that warmth transforms into a heat. And as you feel that heat on the surface of your skin, then you can feel that accompanied by that feeling of masculinity. That just feels so good. The more that you feel it, the more that you just want to open up your posture to remain cool. And you can feel your posture opening up even now. And you can feel it in the desire, a kind of magnetic compulsion to just want to kick back, to lay back, to open up the posture, to open up your legs and to open up your arms. And you can feel the surface of the skin just becoming so warm that all you want to do is just to keep cool. All you want to do is just to indulge in and sink even further into that wonderful, warm, and masculine dominant feeling. And so, if you're wearing a shirt right now, you can feel the surface of that shirt, the cloth on the surface of your skin. And in fact, the more that I speak to you, the more that you can feel that. The more that all you want to do is just to remove that shirt, just to take it off. In a moment, I'm going to snap my fingers when I do, and you're going to do just that. And when you do, you're going to feel so good. You're going to feel so good just feeling the air around you, and feeling the comfort and the freedom of just being a man. That just feels so good. That's all you want to do is just to take that shirt off. And now you find yourself doing exactly that as your hands just move all by themselves to take that shirt off. And it just feels so good to feel that freedom, to feel that coolness, and to feel that masculine feeling. And as you lie there and relax, you can feel the muscles in your body. You can feel them more and more so with each and every word that I say. And the more that I speak to you, the more that you become conscious of them. And they just feel so good. They feel so good, and that wonderful, warm, and masculine, dominant feeling seems to come out from your muscles, and you can feel it from the sound of my voice as it surges, as it curls inside of you. And you can feel a kind of built-up tension, just as if a spring were being wound up inside of the muscles in your body. A kind of tension that needs to be released. And you know that whenever you do flex those muscles, then you're going to feel the release of that tension. You're going to feel the release of negative stress inside of the body. And then you'll invite in a feeling of masculinity that courses all throughout the body, and all throughout the mind as well. And you can even feel yourself now. You can feel yourself and the desire to flex as it rises up, as it surges inside of the body and inside of those muscles. And you might even find that the body just moves all by itself in a motion to flex. And that you can flex each and every single muscle inside of the body. And you can even begin with the calves and flex the calves and feel how good that it feels just to feel that muscle group activating. And then you can flex the quads, the muscles that are right above the knees, and even the abdominals. And it feels so good to flex those. And as you do, you feel a feeling of agility, a feeling of flexibility. That rises up, that surges up, that becomes a part of you. Feels so good to flex all of those muscles in the body, and even the chest. And as you might find your hands moving towards each other, and the palms facing inward towards each other. And as you press down on them, you can feel a feeling inside of the chest, as the chest flexes. And that just feels so good. It feels so good to feel that chest flexing, to feel that feeling of masculinity as it surges all throughout you and becomes a part of you. And the more that you flex, the more than you can feel that feeling. And it just feels so good. And all you want to do is just to continue flexing. And so, you might even find that your arms, that your hands rise up, and that they bend out at the elbows, so that you can flex your biceps. And as you flex those biceps, you can feel a feeling of strength, a feeling of dominance inside of you. And that rises up, that surges up, that courses out from those biceps all throughout the entire body and the entire mind. And it just feels so good. It feels so good to flex each and every single muscle group in the body. And as you flex, you can also feel those muscles getting bigger. And as they grow even larger, as they swell with fluid, then that as well is such a good feeling to feel yourself growing even bigger. And the more that you feel that feeling, the more that you want to continue to feel that feeling. To continue to feel the muscles swelling up, to continue to feel the muscles getting even bigger with each and every single workout that you do, each and every single set that you do, each and every single repetition that you do. That just feels so good to feel that feeling of getting even bigger with each and every workout that you do, that you can feel a desire, you can feel a feeling of motivation that becomes a part of you, that settles in, that sinks in, that surges outward from those muscles inside of your body, and settles down and sinks down inside of the mind. And you can feel that motivation, that feeling of enthusiasm, a feeling of excitement inside of you, and that grows inside of you. And with the knowledge that with each and every single repetition and with each and every single set that you do, that those muscles are going to get even bigger. And that is just such a good feeling to have. As you feel a feeling of optimism knowing that with each and every repetition and with each and every set that you do, then you'll be able to get even bigger. Now you'll be able to get even bigger, and that's as you flex your muscles in front of the mirror, and as you see how you've changed and gotten even bigger over time. And that's as you like more and more the look of yourself in the mirror, and the more that you'll feel that feeling of masculinity as it courses and surges all throughout the body, and the better that you'll feel. That just feels so good, and that becomes all that you want to do. Now in a moment I'm going to count you up, and I'm going to bring you back up into the waking world. I'll count from 1 to 5, and as I do, you're going to feel a feeling of energy, a feeling of vitality come back into the body and back into the mind. And once you do come back into the waking world, then you'll be in a nice and half-awake and half-asleep state of mind. A state of mind in which you find yourself following and obeying my instructions. And when you do open your eyes, and I want you to leave a comment at the bottom. A comment that says, I am Master Dominic's Jock. You leave a comment that says, I am Master Dominic's Jock. And Whenever you do that, then you'll know that to be the absolute and complete and total truth. And what it means is that you'll continue to grow bigger, and that you'll continue to flex those muscles. But the more that you do so, the better that you'll feel. And the more that you'll feel that feeling of masculinity becoming part of you. It just feels so good to have a master to guide you, to coach you, to mentor you. That you'll find yourself more than happy to leave that comment for me. And then you'll feel just so good whenever you do. And then you'll come all the way back up into the waking world whenever you do. And then you'll feel a wonderful feeling of excitement, of enthusiasm, and of optimism whenever you finish leaving that comment. You'll be all the way back up into the waking world. And now, beginning with 1, as you begin to feel a lifting and a rising motion inside of you, and that just seems to lift you back up. And 2, coming up back up even further and even faster. And 3, even further and even faster. It's feeling so good as you come back up. And 4, almost there. And now, 5, eyes open and wide awake. Alright dudes, thanks for watching. Check out timinicator.com to visit my t-shirt store. Commission a video, or to schedule an appointment with me to get hypnotized. I've also got digital downloads, and you can leave me a tip in my tip jar. Catch you later, dudes.